In this video, we are making tiramisu. These are the ingredients we need for today. Very fresh eggs, organic, ladyfinger biscuits, cacao powder, white sugar, some coffee made in this mocha pot, mascarpone, some kind of cheese, and whipped cream.
The first step is to make coffee with the mocha pot. This is a recipe for 8 people, so we need probably 2 to 3 mocha pot. Put in a little container and let it cool down. Let's start making coffee with the mocha pot. We need to fill the chambers with water.
Cold water.
Cold water. And the water, it doesn't have to go above, has to stay below the valve. This is a security valve.
Yes.
If the pressure gets too high, the security valve will release pressure. If it's covered by water, then we're gonna
it's gonna explode.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Safety tip.
Safety tip first. Now we fill the container with coffee. Fill the coffee powder half of the weight of the water. In Italy we call it make a little mountain, not to overfill, don't fill it too much. Once we fill the coffee, we screw the chamber and just make sure it's quite tight. The ideal is to brew the coffee at low temperature. So instead of to go all the way up, we go slower.
Make sure it's turned to low heat. Let the temperature rise slowly.
A tip is to leave the lid open to avoid condensation.
We pour coffee into this container so we can dip the ladyfinger biscuits.
Next is to crack 6 eggs and separate egg white with egg yolk. Because the egg yolk needs to be mixed also with the whipped cream and the mascarpone cheese, we're gonna use a bigger pot. And for the egg white itself, a pot that is big enough.
Oh.
Because we use 6 eggs, we are gonna split sugars 3 tablespoons for the yolk and 3 tablespoons for the egg white. So 1 teaspoon per egg. Now we whisk. Ideally, the color will change to a light yellow, and also after a bit that we've been whisking, we don't have to feel the sugar grains anymore. It needs to be completely blended.
Oh my God.
We can see there is not sugar grains. We are going to add the mascarpone cheese.
So we put half kilo, 500 grams.
500 grams for 6 eggs recipe. Once it gets more blended with the egg yolk, we can start using again the whisk.
Make sure to use your finger.
Yes, that's very important. It's a key point. Okay, once the thickened cream has been whipped, we're gonna add it to
Egg yolk.
and mascarpone. And then whisk together everything. That's the right consistency.
White and snowy.
Now it's time to add the egg white to the yolk and mascarpone in whipped cream. This is a manual process. We're not gonna use the whisker anymore. So as you can see, the consistency is quite thick. So we add it to avoid the egg white To break, meaning to go back to the liquid state, to blend with the egg, with the cream, with the rest of the cream, has to be done gently from bottom to top, and slowly, gently blending the egg white to the yolk, to the rest of the cream. Don't rush, because if we go too fast, there is a risk to break up the mountain that we did with the egg white, therefore will become liquid again. And we don't want that. We want a cream consistency rather than liquid consistency. But until we see those white spot, means that we still need to stir. Time to assemble. We first make the first base layer of cheese, of the cream. Doesn't have to be much, just to cover. Everyone always asks what's the right amount of time to soak the sponge fingers. It's basically 1 and a bit.
Oh.
So it's not to soak if we break that, but at the same time it's not even too dry, okay? Add our first
Basically, it's 1.5 dips.
Once we've done the first layer of lady fingers, we add the cream. We level up. It's gonna be a bit messy.
Starting to look like tiramisu.
To keep it even, we went this side before, now we should go opposite.
Got it.